Good afternoon. My name is Hadi Almendares, and I am a second form student at Edward P. York High School. I want to thank PathLight International and Dr. Greg Kadili for giving me an opportunity to pitch my platform. My aspiration is to become an ER surgeon. My first step to achieving this goal is to major in sciences in my junior and senior year. After completing high school, I plan to further my education by enrolling in junior college, from there going abroad to further my specialization in the field of medicine. I choose this particular field because growing up, I was affected by a weak immune system. My autonomy was impaired by common flu and cold, and any viruses that would be in the immediate environment. Growing up, I spent considerable time being attended to by medical personnel. I decided very early that that is the field that I would like to study. I had great admiration for the personnel who assisted me. I believe being a MD/medical surgeon, I will be giving back to my country and to the people of Belize. I understand that this milestone will take years of study. My questions to Dr. Andrew Robinstein are as follows. What are some of the challenges you have encountered in your field of study prior to you earning your medical degree? During your practice, has there ever been a moment that has impacted your decision in becoming a doctor? If there is, how are you be able to cope with the circumstances? What tips you suggest to a potential physician seeking entrance into medical school? I thank you for your time and expertise in responding to the question. Thank you.
This is a great time for reactions, everybody.
Well, first off, your interest sounds awesome, and I'm glad you made it through everything growing up. Your excitement, to become a doctor, I can see it coming through, and become a surgeon, I can see that coming through as well. I think I remember most of those questions. If I forget one of the few at the end, just let me know and I'll answer them all, I promise. I'll start with the one off the bat, moments of adversity, in getting into medical school. I think I mentioned one before. The first time I applied, I got rejected from every single medical school I applied to. And then I spoke to people, I looked at my stuff, I saw what was the reason I wasn't getting in, and I thought I did well in college, but my grades were not good enough. So I went back and I did a one-year master's program where they pop you into the medical school classes. You take the same courses and the same tests, and they say, can you handle it? And I went there, and that's exactly what I did. And I showed them, I can be a medical student, I can be a doctor, I'm able to study. And, in college, for me, it was a learning process to be able to learn. You guys will see this one day when you go to college. It's a very different environment, and sometimes it just takes a little bit of time. How do I study in this kind of environment? It's not as directed sometimes. It's not as they're on top of you where you're sitting in a classroom all day. And sometimes it takes a little bit of time to figure out what it actually takes, to adapt in that new kind of environment. And so as I went on through college, I got better grades, but I still, they weren't where they should have been. So I took a master's class and I said, let me do that. And so for me, that was kind of one of my big adversity challenges, applying for medical school.